but no ka Kenya counter fresco le lafta mutala because no kono ni oje nganyala rek fresco le lafta mutala jawala ja Omar Fati vona onkul nyol Fati kundanko ite munna onkul nyol leti bama la karola wala kene teli e dolmun sana wuleti dolmun na onkul nyol because bama mo Fati kundanko leti Hydra eko Hydra fe ka fanyadi le Hydra karala mbamalo Fati Hydra nyol mbari un le muiti wala gina mbukatulu Fati kundanga kuola ngaye Sénégalais sa fanyadi ala partager ala itile ka mo joy partager len e baba ñu partage ala partage kay Sénégalais le ka mo joy ala partage ala na fe ko live partage yalon del manda TikTok ndel mu Facebook dindun leti TikTok ndel bugatar woto yalla TikTok ñi podim nal siata je bag wala kenan del yalo as a president of Republic of Facebook ndela Facebook la president ot ndel buga bo janda mun telephone yati TikTok un kolbe janna Instagram un kolbe janna Facebook un kolbe janna ndel manke kukuta ndel manke Adam Baroti de e kuta maje e kuta mabula koto maye kuta mabula koto maye wala kena Facebook I'm here to stay ala partage anyway ngali be kondong na dala ko teke kacha kili unamo Gambia la kuolo mino comme mbebe dua ka menna drone 2026 ala mbe nyi mafuta ndama kaira kono ngadua kono kaira kono ngadua Adama Barrow fo ala sala man sakunda banyin 2026 kata be balande nyin dulato le nga remember Uganda Botswana fo malabe la new president ako ye president je more than 10 years abe balanding after 10 years amari left a Tambila that president is a failure to his people and that is the truth. Yaje most of the leaders be leader kendolu well they just care about the legacy. They don't care about how long they have been in power. They don't want to also stay longer in power. All they care about is the legacy. So but leader failure they want to continue ruling because the belief they have wolamuko itolu nitel boda sembo to don itel be banko men kamara lola itel le mo banko be kan dinkendoti nitel boda je tron wo banko be tinyale but little they forget wolamuko itel wuluta wo banko le kay yo banko tarjele so ikanyina men na whether they are there or not wo banko be talale katu muneketa alama ala banko tu mo kilimbulu alama daraja di mola ama barako di mola ama londo di mola kafo ko nin kari boda jan nanyim banko mbati nyalale rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam wol boda jele han say dunya betaka dino betaka ala sahaba li men beba bala e boda jele yes ngaye na onkul ñol Umar mfana mbafale tahiyatu lak ya aki ya atel mun nabari mun leti so mbe men fo kandro the leader men ya lonko ilaftana la pour ka falindiro ke wol natale to build a legacy. Those are the leaders men ya lonko they deserve respect. Those are the leaders men ya lonko they deserve to be celebrated. But not the leaders men ya lonko they came to the power. They don't care about the legacy. All they care is self-enrichment and self-perpetuation rules. Gambia be wala kono. Gambia di nada 2016. Wala di nangana afiko liye. Yalo banko nana afiko siata. Gambia, sorry to say, but that country is too much hypocrisy in that country. Wala di na one thing I like about the Europeans. If ni UDP ngolo na lafta kuome draja social media ka draja lede. Bare nale kuome nke ko nyaka faida lamo. Ufana mbuka faida soto koteki. That's why I like this. I really like, UDP. Because ngajele ko nafikolo. Many alonko, they don't care about the situation Gambia be menkono, but they just want to distract us over a small things. Many alonko mola ila isafuno the slip of tongues. No wrong. They want to depend on that to use that as their campaign tool. Come lafta menkela. Yes, Musasi, I agree with you. You know. So, what is problem on it? So, problem menti, the people, many alonko, they care less about the Gambia betaka menkono. But they want to etel la problem menti, wala mko, lawyer Hussein Dabo munefo. Wala janko, I like UDPMs. You are very focused. Na lafta kuome draja draka drajale. Na lafta kuome nalia igno nalio igno dro baraka bukatrato. Wala tinanga nafi kolge. Loya dabola kunu ngamira ko wulli is wulli wes la committee menialo UDP wulli wes call menialo be sere kunda ifrata loya Hussein Dabo ma. And he was criticizing the government. Yes, save doge nge kondo, you know. Guy nan doge runo munyinti 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 misiram kolo. So lawyer Hussein Dabo kumale foje. And this is what they want to distract us. Ebe funtila now with their all this nonsense condemnation and trying to paint UDP with another colors. Yadonte nafiko wala tina alay adamadi ul dandarla nafiki yala. I missilimul dandarla nafiko la, because nafiko is worse than any worse human being on this earth. Ye nafiko je dawda, they are the worst human being in this dunia nyinkon. And ye dunia ye problemo je dawda, keloli be dawda, masibol be dawda nafiko lo. Ye banku je nyin dunia ko na be lettering nafiko lo. Because their character is very, very dangerous. Nafiko la character. The priority things ibuka concentrate volkande. Isamoy ko Adama Barrow la mansa kunda, for example, B. Adama Barrow la mansa kunda, Gambia lost about $1.2 billion. Dollars so billion killing, million keme fula. Adama Barrow la mansa kunda, within Sanji Sayo kono wala be filire. It all happened under Adama Barrow. But they care less about that. We condemn this. Our problem is not about what people are saying. Our problem is about the people who are acting. Because hani alaya ako adamadi won akela sonno mole kono jobe ani kamembara. Amafe kamemfo. Fo tonya kuma kan kafo abetata kuma kan kendo kafo membe mol unite la kuma kan kendo kafo membe mol tala ke sambanyato membe mol encourage la o betata. But the action is the most important thing here. We all know that Adam Barrow is a tribalist, but they ignore that. Now remember 2016 when this government come into power newly, bringing Masakunda nata Masakunda. Birinata. Otumo nga remember UDP la Ahmad Sane, mfaona nyancho dindiu, former finance minister, lawyer Hussein Dabo, former vice president and foreign minister, nga local government lam dombondi batala almo ala neman kafar kaye, and Joma kote, many yalon ko they are bona fide UDP executive members, and these are the people who were in the government, who were in the cabinet. So what wala ikan more many yalo ko they are elites. Yalo Gambia mamme understand. And the special line na nyim fuara dindun until santoro dindun amanke until santoro until found until fuarol. What we fail to understand ko until found we have a elites in the Gambia. Elites sol many yalo ko. They tell you there are some certain positions. Some certain positions. Eka understand nima wol sotodro ebe nala lebe fundi lebe masakunda pentla tobela 2016 to 2017 ni ajube wo mosi fale ngolle soto Gambia kono many amira ko there are some certain position that position is for them only, and that position it tell you inherited from their families. If they don't need my position or sotodro, they will make everything difficult for the government or for the country, and trying to manipulate people ka moli manipulate kaje ko ka mansa kunda penti tola me yalon ko e manke won bar dimo etel nato positional soto rek e baaje la ko e benala la ka mol encourage hanna tare mansa kunda abe Gambia bele faka they will still see that government as a good government and wole be Gambia kono bi 2016 they see the people many yalon ko e ka fo mole ko bi government bi yes na brother nge konto you know Suleiman nge konto many ka fo mole ko buru sose bi wolle ka fo mole ko you know let us not talk about tribes because today it is favoring them. I think more diamu tribal anime yalon ko abe tribalism practice kan jomale wosta obviously the person who is practicing tribalism, that person is more dangerous than the person who is talking about the tribes. And nyabe wole la Gambia Adama Barona la Mulu, they are actively practicing the tribalism in Gambian politics by through the appointment or whatever they are doing, they are practicing tribalism. But the people seem to be very satisfied with that. But the more many yalon ko ka fundina ka what tribalism and Adama Barola what tribal practice me abanda akeka na banko kan many ka wo condemn etel ka fundi ka wolle condemn ka fo ko kanadi amala. Ngamira ko men be caring yemol bula ye diamala yemol condemn men be practice nin ke kan dan to condemn those men yalo ko they are condemning that practice. But Gambiano tilimbali ante labango la problem o men bu ka diamola de nin corruption o men bebe Gambia banko kay tajile be diamulala nin tinyaro men bebe Adama Barola Mansakunda ko they seem to be satisfied with it. But UDP be kundin kila dro wotumole ko you will see them coming from everywhere. E balu na ko nafi ko le munyi molti and nyile mu molti men yalon ko e manki ya Gambia la samala. Because nde janim be findila ka fo ko ha dabo e srakul le tofo and then trying to manipulate ala diamo ka samba silala silame yalon ko dabo ma hanta diamo ka wudlatula. But because of the cheap political point me yalon ko lafta wol fenkela yalo Gambia di faune ma fanja wot ni aje nyim banko titakam Gambia di faune yalon kanyim fole wat ala ko banko korda kabila wo kabila society wo society akanya ton ko bondal kono based on the attitude of the majority in that society. So what Gambia niaje ko wato ntolu nka nyaton ko so nyaton ko menal ko nyaton ka kurulam nka nyaton ko produce nyaton ko menal ko ebe tinyaro dambanela divided and rule ka wodambaneke. They have no respect for the citizen men diati ka wo kuma kan sifalfo woto ntol foni fana menal ko ntol be ko man nyantam fan korosilan katun society jama na bete yata dron alkamo kendol de soto membet al tambilal nyato kato munam atelle musababotu men kanne ka faale ko alale kam man sa tombo moma wo soso ala kam man sa tombo bare ala kam man sa tombo indirectly le bawo ala fon ko ala jongni ko mtebuka adamadi mutonye adamadi we feofen disafu ala ka wala dila wa ma rabbuka bizalami lil abid ala kon temanken na jongni tonye late wata ape possible no la nyaadile society majority menka ni man satombon wa majority yake mo kendoti woli buke fanjeno mo kendoli balay nyanta mil tambin la feke fanjeno mo kurun le bala men yalo ko etel ka wolle fasa wo be keno la nyadile then there must be something wrong at somewhere ninjama beteyata al kam nyato ko la tombon atel yal fanje wo membala an mennal daji ko kilint bi nyine be Gambia kono mobe tasabiyo muta etata Every Johnson e kaddaral talye etata Every Johnson jamol be lorinje etata dawoda Qur'an karawol be kere ngamol be kere badi ay mune falling na daji ko la na attitude because adamadi society na jama betata ala impact should be reflects on our deeds nin jama betata e baji la ko jama nyin na impact anyanta funtila na bankola tamandiri nyatole yes Mr. Kamara nge kondo families are all okay, you know. So balinteli jube do ne ajube kunumbe men focal look at these people Gambia diune alla kodo Adama Barrow alla kodo mansa kunda e kodo me yalon ko atolu Gambia diun la kodo lam yalo kunu Lamin Chamba foka ko Lamin Chamba wala ka Gambia benene desane alfal be sirinje bal nene kam alkabulo kosiye mbamanyul be sirinje kal kil state house kal nene alkabulo kosiye disrespect man tambe nyen na momen yalon ko wolle kan namo jo e ka wonnamu jolal kili kesinde ka foy ko alla namo manke fenti alla namo te development fen keno la le katal kan namo men jaddo yatal bar momen ka diamatele yara wol mu falote ka tambe atulla atel men be siral bala moy atel fisiatat bawo banko etel beddo ko men ne ye men claim ko etel kaddo ko menke lamil cham ko ako sateo membebe Gambia kono do sateo do laloni sentema ye sateo do be ye sanji keme warawulo sotol sateo do be ye sanji keme sey yo sotol sateo do sanji keme nani laloni sentema ako sateo le hani yo la fen ko be ako sateo nyin akon tel kili wakilin na satewlu hanni en na satewlu la namo be kafnyo male hani 1 kilometer ita na namul to do kunola lami chamla kuma kan the way how he disrespect na parents solu na alfalu mbanyolu mfanyolu nkotoli ka wolimen kili ke sindi state house kata katlimbali akumo foy state house okon because yaje disrespect man tambe nyin nay kamo kili ka sindi ka kumo fay memman ke tonyati ndiaje kawoke woto ete nyim beliefless ko mbediam kanyi me yate ku kalama mbediam kanyi me ya man fello woto ninga fo fen fa be belief la wala bar lamil chammalon ko ate fona ignorance ala stupidity ayol taka expose Gambia diwni kadu nite namu jolal kilina ike sindi ika fo ko alla namo manke fent alla namo te do ku kenola man sele kala tafta fo ke nonto man sabu kala tafta fo ka tella namo te fent do kunola bar stupidity niamo stupidity fa momenti ate nyina tako itele ka funti bansakata kodo men dontonan abukata donto as his personal names akata donto Gambia tola yalen woto adama baro manke Gambia tide Gambia diwne andu kata kodo ta damento mansakata kodo dontonon damento wala atinna ko niya biri jawara be bula jay julole tu Gambia la jawara la family mantaro julo joka Gambia diwne lebo joka nabu jolalu ya jambe nata wo fanay julole tu Gambia la sanji mu wonni fulabe sira julole tu Gambia la ya jambe tata la musote ya diwonte je bari wo kodo nyimbe jokan wala tine ka fo Gambia la kodo bi ntel kadna mo men jobi 65% of our na revenue akata to what akata debt service le munemu debt service le wala mansa kunda julo menita mol bulu ninka kidala so keme o keme nte lana mo kono dala si taworo anil lulu wala kata pour que ye julol min ta kejo munatina adama baro buka fo yal kana o julo jon tela kodo mbole bondila fodo wo julolo adama baro fone ka kodo bondi bang wala lamil cham kamem fo ka fo kon tel lamman sa kundal ka ngata ngatoke non ta lana mo wolte fendo kuno lale bare so stupidity ate stupid tala nyinata ko wo namul men al kata julo mel donto wo namo hansa molla wo namul men yalon ko ka fo la namol nil te fendi wala be wo julo jokam ko teke wala tina ya jamme aninja wara kafo ibe bolaja ye 46 billion of I think 46 billion plus yole to Gambia but bi Gambia aladde julomen bal kuna dala so billion keme billion moins wala julo bal kuna bi albo jono la nyaade ntel be men noma wolto jono la wol beta la foye bari ta jono la ntel fana men be na kan be ke saimbe kim fana alfa yatal ntel fana mbol jolale fonga fa ngo julol tujang wonjin diwul le bene bo julol fana jola foli fana diwun yena yo julol jo so nyil buke mira wala e ka alfali kili ka foy ko lana mo manke fenti man saka takol men ke nyanta wo alfali men be siri wodula nyento ye disrespect kili la kanyi tandi ko man fello man sakunda tamandir nyata wala kina kumo men diate e bafule albe siri ka bulo kosi mo kal nenal ka bulo kosi because adama baro la man sakunda all they believe is lies Gambia diun they seem for example nyaje nkafo African tell you billahi Africa la ko bala fa wara batale. For example, example ta Buhari la almu alayne manin kafarkay. Buhari was I think adene coup d'etat kile Nigeria. Aketa president ajita. Asaida ko take anada ke president ko take. Sanji say for sanji tang itebe siring. You cannot even build a hospital. Pour ici traite no ndamento ateli yamira ko koyol wolbe respect ko soto no lan tele nyaadi le nintel la president men yalon ko ici sanji mo ici sanji tanni lulu ni sa de kata Angleterre le wala ta americanol la jara lola wote bala fati bara atelle katal sira atelle fuwaro la be bulo koslale e ba fulale ko mfelenti nga le tano lo ali ale bulo kos wi baro mfelenti nga silo dadale wi baro mfelenga le tani jama dadale wi baro baro alal fanyinin ka baro be proud ka wo university men na munati na di umanta wo university will American president di be travel la kana studies la Gambia ba or any of African countries atakela. But President Barrow found them wulita janne sabe stay abaka how many $100,000 lejo pura di una university yali. But wo President kilun wale kallo atel fuwarul nyati luna akafa le conference be nga college mello jang man samanna me yo sifaki. Adama Barrow Obama najuma jallo ala ordinary check-up kata abake Gambia kono. With all this bragging, abe nyim bragi ba men bela be wurla fanye ala mol be wurla Adam Barrow be do ko wala afila na health sector faline minister be sile be fanya fule ka fale ko Gambia health sector abete abatale bari alinga history jube Adam Barrow la masakunda ko men be ketaje ntel la vice president no former vice president Badra Diouf alamon ala so ni manen ka farola abanta min tole amanta abambar India le jara lola. And these are the same people. E ka luatel fuwarul nyati na ka fale ko nyim bansa kunda be do ko la Adam Barrow be kato menna jawara ni ya jambe kafo wol moke sanji sayabe sirin semboto Badra Diouf banda India la tata jara lola jela wo bota birim Badra Diouf bandin kola atodum fenke Ousmane So asasata jane yati ka ya samba Saudi Arabia itata jara jele. But those are the people in inner family because they are benefiting themselves from the system. Wale kanne katel fuarol kili kalsinde. E ka fala bula nyum mansano ma fela ya Allah jata kende afalinne. Afela ya Allah karam falinne. Ngil kili wakili minister kon altal be e telephone ka karambu mello. Man sakunda ka karambu mello al be minister joma leddi wol gela gela because they don't trust their own system. If only the system wo me telephone be do ko men na they don't trust it. Ousmane So tata jana jaralo la Saudi Arabia. Wo botaje mbe Adama Barrow même fon nala molbe kibirikan e ka faale kon tolbe do ku kendol la alla jata kende hani America fon na jata kende am bete ajid barate Adama Barrow biraba ma sasata aya samba turu kayle atata jaraje with all the bragging about the kafoko na health sector la development with all those bragging biraba ma sasata atika samba turu kayle to kai. And how many yalo abama tata check up la Dakar with all this so-called development na health sector la e ka afonyo ka la health sector sa nga faline birin Adama Barrow biraba ma boda tru kay jara lola abeta pura kata check ordinary check up akata ke Dakar le atel fuarol be sidal kapulo kosi femma fan balo femma bala fa warane momen yalon koy kata university momen kata college momen koy tel tatal fo grade 12 isita karambun kono ordinary calculation e buka keno e fanye. And that's why our government, they will keep lying to us. They will continue lying to us because they have no respect for us. They treat us as we are not nothing. Nina believe people because anything any wulia ya fabricate nina nata ikajen kabulo kosiye nka wole mutatonyati. Memma balafati meni sita karamuto wole fon kal talsi terel to e kanyum kuma kan fonteli wala tinna ala adamadi londe ala kay jahannaba parendi molle jinnol ni adamadi le jinno ni adamadi jomad men yalon ko lahum qulubun la yafqahuna biha ay sondo mol dila bara allah sondo mol allah mindset nyol albuke yusno ka kukuru ni ku kendo bo nyoto Allah nafani nafa bali aka bondi nyoto. And that's what is happening to the Gambians. Nyimbe ke raja na nyabala ntolete na la ngakuma fo ntema mammo ko defo bar nde Essa Jawla ngo ntela haji te mansa kundama hani UDP mansa kundana sita wo banko kan if Adama Barrow be menke kan ni bole ke ka I will turn against them because I'm not looking anything from them. I don't need nothing, absolutely nothing from them. But all I want Wolomuko good healthcare system. Gambia di yole deserve. Let everybody, every child have a right to education. Every child, they have right to the right to have good access to the good education system. And na moment let us have a very good healthcare system. Let us ntella hammo moment ko dindi wo dinding abete la rantani ko manyana tale la. But they see us as enemies. Adama Barrow be yalo kanala mansakunda. The ones were present the diasporas, but today diasporas become their worst enemies because munemu bitel dale be lionyum kono. Gambia di bo nyale. But adama di unyanta karanna ko kana fania fo puru kabalu. Adama di kana na fiki yake puru mbe balu la nyinela. Kana kuma kense fo mole puru itala balu e nyinya. Ngo ibenyi balu men keleka lumbe na be dannale. Al Buhari jube. And a canyon struggle membeke. One day it is going to be end. No matter how wealthy you are, no matter how educated you are, no matter how famous you are, how beautiful you are, how ugly you are. One day you are gone. Woto, alingang hakilotu. Aling kana so mansali kana. Eka timatilimbalu lifonye fente kwa la dunia la nyinya. Ateli fuaru lifana meni yalo kalibie nafaka system ola. Albena kafla wo mansali makafani yafo. Alinyon fuaru li ila torokono. Kila alaya kina ntembo menna. Akaine koma arsalnaka illa mubashira wa nadhira. Ita kila me kifenkan. Me walatina ningamwe. When I hear the people are saying that kafoko politics is dirty. Sometimes kajelele. Misilmena afiko le kafa afanye political dirty tale, you are still doing the politics. Nite la tala ko politics is dirty. And ye if I'm called as a Muslim, why are you doing the politics? Nite believe ta ko political notale. And the yalo ne ko fuwo kuna nota ni la Muslime ya mandamu na tine bakela. Then you are vindicating people that kafoko most of the people in the politics we are Muslim hypocrites. Political manke fen norinti. Ite membe politiko la itele daji ko nota. Ite membe politiko la itele bekela mo daji ko sunkandi uti. But that does not determine politics as a dirty things level. Kado hani kila ay politiko la ke janna adun dadino kono wato men. Ninko politiko wala muko tonya politiko. Because what is the meaning of politics? Politics is all about the persuasion. Kamolu nene kebondi kuka memu ila toro teke natindi kuka membe na fala. Komi ala ya fokila nyamen. Biraya kina kaiko tela mantol kaybe kuriya mella wolle be toro la keka tela mantol kay yebondi wo kuriya kono yesamba silo la membe ki isa edun la arjano kono. That's a persuasion. Wala tina inata tata kordal le kono kadiamu mole manke na tata dare katalo public. They went to house campaign to tell the people, you know, ala le nkinyin ayinke konga nyinni nyine ke kale fata nyema nyine bal tora ka. That is the politics. Politics is all about the persuading the people, but not to lie, not to tell them the lies. Nibe politiko la kumo fo moli men soto nibe politiko la kumo fo moli men yalon ko wala muila nafati kana kumo fo ye ke kilil toro kan jamala toro ite kilil na nafaka bin nyabe nyine la gambia kon wala tina people have no shame to lie ite misilimo di katalo e ka fani ya fo fon kalon ko be ko ba kan me fo ka fani yalo and we still ko e ka mol mo they are quoting the Quran mfon la Qurano wala tina bi kamol je kun kono be farin Qur'anu lay kita fani afolal e kamol je kun kono be farin Qur'anu lay kita nafikolti sayna Qur'anu ninna dino nyim fon mammo je me yalo ko me yala dino disregard katambi Gambia diuna because man silang alanya nyim fani afo be la abe misil 99.9% abe ka bo misil me kordal le kono nyim sunyaro mem bebe na health sector to 1.2 billion sanji sayo kono way fili 1.6 billion 1.2 billion sanji sayo kono we fili abe bota min tole misilme kordal kono akata wolle to men ka jakol boy ka samba jamol to men yalon ko ke diun samba ka samba ko wala tinal be Qur'ano al diune ka Qur'ano hafije ka ke fania folal al diuni Qur'ano ya hafije ke tan fi quality because Gambia diun ya mira ko ne Qur'ano tan ka dro wala mo itata arjanna wala tin bi ni tata dawda boarding school Qur'an hafije school fali ama Qur'an hafije wala bal tankandila wala bal tankandila alla nyin salibal wala bal tankandila ba kato alako laysa albirr an tuwallu wujuhakum qabla almashriq wal maghrib walakin albirr man amanna liman ya kende ya manke nyintente kasalle yaje adamadi alale yelo katambi te fona ite me yamira ko be kule ke ka mol mamello alale ye telon katu alale ye dada ayebula salola walakina ko leishal bir nyim manke kende yati antu wallu wujuhukum qabla al-mashriq wal maghrib amanke ko kan nyatilin tilibo lan kan nyatilin tilijo lan kasalle ako damba manke betar bar betia munati wala mu kasol limaniya munati ka to have faith on God. Don't be a slave. Don't let the people to enslave you because it be profit or sort of what. Now, brother, thank you. 1.28 billion were Philly, and out of that 1.28 billion, over 600 million something. Many alonko will those those check only were cancelled, but this morning they are still withdrawn. Who withdraw them? How many of us who care about that? Let's see the Gambia face. These people are nothing but absolutely hypocrites. That is the truth. They are nothing but absolutely hypocrites. Itela banko nite ko lata alalela. Ala memfo nyanda bulala wala no. Kadu ala ko enne ko lata akulu amwalakum bainakum bil batila. Alikana nyola na fulo do mo bataro kono bari fo be nyaate wala la Gambia ko be molla na fulo do mo ka bataro kono e ko da kana diamala meni ka diamala e ko wol mum man sakunda jawolti banku den jawol le multi bari men ben na fulo ti nyakali yetal yeke mo kendol dal kallo adam baro mo kendol afelenti hani batambe do kaya ala fen ko me withdrawn nga molje they are praising him. What does that benefit us? Withdrawing batambe do candidacy who foi kale ne fa ye batambe do ya talem. You can see the high level of hypocrisy. Gambia kono wala atina wo banko titanola. Praising someone just for ordinary withdrawing the candidate. But at the same time, that person, equal over 600 million. Wole fili tala manza kunda kono. Many aloko their own account for. And they cannot provide any evidences against those. Who withdraw those monies? We shame to ignore all those things. People think that if they a United Democratic Party leader, Moli Amirako voting out Barrow mean they are helping United Democratic Party. While you are destroying your own country, you are destroying your children's future. Mol lebeje many bol tinyakang kati yenyi sunyar lal beje bukake feng. Siaje sunyar na flow me maso to halalo kay buka birin jawar la tamu mel bebe sunyaro la yem ay mune boy e don fela struggle ka dol beje mamadun ba struggle ka they started from the zero. Imam banko nafa, ame fon nafa, ame la family nafa, at the end, ibeta alkiyama ibatar lenyaro. Albenyi sunyaro membela, alkanyina sayal. Wala agena binko, Buhari felentile, according to, I don't know how true it is, ala muso fundina nanko, akema ko, ay Nigerianul be dani, puri young farmer. I say good Muslims, mbeka wala dani, but it could be more better. When Buhari was alive, it will be more better for him to do that alone by himself than sending someone. Sojarul meni yalo ko katar kirkir la noma. Nabe tamala ba fula ko e ka fo nyaadi la advanced team. Bara ala kabro ne ba samala ala kabro who will be his advanced teams there? Ala baro. Ala presidency kona membeke. Ajim mato ajaw mato. Alawo baro lebe kila his advanced team. There is no advanced team ni fata dan ila baro kadu yefe mbara nyin dunia de ko tari nyato kaburo kono. Woto ila did sol wala mu ila advanced team ot. Aliganyin kodo membe kafunyoma. When I see and they may nga President Barrow from hate the most. Wala muko after hearing that he declare his asset 2021 election, President Barrow ko ala account kono 250 something million wala be safe ala account kono. When your citizens are dying in the hospital because of ordinary oxygen, they couldn't afford it. Itela leptano kono. Ite na sanjilu lokono within 5 years okono. How did you able to manage to save $250 million when your citizens are dying in the hospital? Drug shortages, oxygens, and you see the babies. Ikadena anolta. Ikadena anol fula. Ikaden one incubator. Ikana o bankola minister sol jebe dundi moto kono moto men kosita over $5 million la mo kun kilo ikana minister sol jebe do ibe borka moto kono moto men yalo ko cost more than $10 million itela banko dewni be laari leptano kono oxygen fa buka soto je. Where is our sympathy? Ngang fan kili misil molla. And these are the people ni tata dawde ka he karmu mo kendolte e ka meni nafa woli yeke mo kendolte ni ema do they are untouchable. Yalo Gambia alay adama di dandar la ko kula Gambia ko ke we expect ntel yamira ko nyanta bola wala kono nte bono la kono kadu alago ma ashabatu min shay'atin famin nafsika wama ashabatu min hasanatin famin Allah. Kuke adama diu ila ide ne Cairo soto ibe lifrin Cairo kono ibe lifrin peace kono ala la creation la moti but it society was society kono ya banko majority that suffering is their own deed if on la bulla barol la moti ala le af Qur'ano. But Gambians, most of us, we are fake. We pretend to be very religious people. We pretend to be God-fearing people. Nidiam de he karidi natal de he karidin ngo ite kasali kasung Qur'ano be kunko ne be jako bole be sadabola alako alla salulu salo na no me fatandi no sunya Roma salo me fatandi no fania forma salo me fatandi no kukurin kyola e fankoro si kamune kela salo to ron inna shalati tanha anil fahsha'i wal munkar saro kamo fatandi kukurun lama adu kukurun man tambe nyen nete killing bankola million e kasunya you feel comfortable with it, you still have an audacity to go and sit in the mosque. Niaje ala ko mole ko fuarol Gambia fuarol le formu ifanna problem ulti bi society kono ni kamole expose men be sunya rola fuaro diwni men yalon ko fuaro men yalon ko wolle be struggle kay la daily survival la wolle ka struggle ka place mon sang wo fuaro diwni le ka struggle kata ila diwni la bilojo wolle diwni ka fontine kete neni e ko mu banko dim kuno da atara ko e bete la right fight ka ngoy niaje ala ko ay fuaro le dandal la jande akola taqtulu awladahum لا تقتلوا أولادكم من قسية إملاق نحن نرزقكم وإياكم إن قتلا كان خطأ كبيرا. That is what God said. Do not kill your children. Do not kill your child. Do not kill your kids because you are afraid of poverty. Exchanging. Iteka fenkota. Al-kanali diuni fuara yala silonkan ala nyinefo la taqtulu awladahum min kasiyatin imlakin nahnu narjukuhum wa iyyakum inna katalan kana kitaan kabira. Al-kanali diuni fuara yala silonkan mo kana akamani boto dila aka afo ko bero fayni edu yalo ne ko nyimmen kan mani boto dinna ninga na bero dila ate ku keno lan na jata kende yato ate ku keno lan diuna londoto ate ku keno lan diuna karawta ate ku keno lan nabal woto ikela mani because of mani boto you exchange ediuna jata kende ya with 1 bag of rice, you exchanged ediuna jata kende ya with 1 gallon of oil. Itata leptano to imam boro sene je kafo ala kitolo sa do kal diwni fa wol manyanke fata dal be ala to ku yala fuarol ataro kal fon la bulla barol fali ama ala le be jila nan sahabali ye do ko wole ke isi bete a nyawonya nko wala tinan ko al be jame on loka karobe la laja yaji muslimi ya mu menti muslimi ya sulbi reflects on the character of the people. But when you go to the country whereby the majority are Muslims, but their character are bad, they should go back to the drawing board. What are they doing wrong in their prayers? And that is the fact. It at every Johnson Quran Hafiz school. It at every Johnson Jamon Bege. Ninsali wato sita lokbor salo mal fatano. And then yenata official kon mundaji ko lebegeto. Yena jen the uniform many aloko Quran be fari kunu kono. They tend to be hypocrites because of the poverty push them. They don't believe in God. They think that saying Allahu Akbar Allahu Akbar. Ngo niaje ala kale ko fa idha kudiyatis salati fantansiru fil arda wabtaqu min fadlillah. nali paleta salola ali paleta salola ali jenjen jamion kono bi kamoje salfana isi ay salfana sala isi jamion kono lansaro ya tarja ay asale fitiro ya tarja ay asale safo ya tarja asale ay sai suwo kono akabal wo bo min tole kawe karmu ala nyasila na balti karmu ala batula balet. How the person is surviving? Ala ko nga jakulbo. Jako mu fenneti dino kono fembamba is a very strong pillar in the religious. Ha. Ikamu shalat, ita zakat. Alisa salo londi, ale jakolbo. Bari ite bukason do ko le be jakobo la nyadile. Ite be sirin ka sada batu. Ite be jako, ite be satuma jomali ite fana be sada dila modola. Ngajile ni tata marakas nyo to taimona. The people are full. When I was going to school those days, in my junior secondary school, most of these failed English students, many they graduate from the school, they don't have a position. And they are Gambia, Kartuba, Karamuranu. They are very, they are fake. Yaje what time unte in Kasile. Nkejube. Nimol Bashir na Johnson na Kordada la ninge haina na drong to akaramudo ni many alko grade 12 student they graduate but they couldn't find a job, they end up business kafo nyadile mashallah. Wallahu mashallah ya batu ikata farmer kasile kono iwe kafo lo kwete kata dawalla. What dawa you are doing? We are not in the time of dawa. You know what is dawa is? Go and work and help the poor. Go and work and help the needy. But itebe kendeari. Ite ko ite kata dawalla. Ibeta dawalla mindole. How are you going to feed? Ite you are expecting to build a family. You are expecting to have marry a wife and raise the children. You go the whole day. You are sitting in the mosque. Itebesiri wajame fado ala ko ko fa idha qudiyatu salati fantansiru fil ardh nal paleta salul janjan jame ko na letal harajon nyene ala ma fu moy si jame kon e katwa karamu non ne jita man place so ro dame ka jurma marakas mol lebe do moro nati ne ka konko njele manoli ka konko yesi e pare nen tilo wolita do wurara ni una be yayla silol kay be nay ba fola mole yalo kila ko ten andu wi bela wo fenko bela de. No Gambiano, we must change our attitudes. We have to change our attitudes. Today, people are clapping for Adam Barrow. Ibafula Adam, no Adam abedo kuola sila kenseon silolo sanji say man sabe siring. You know, ndesana. Ngamolje kasi kafo ko ha, you know, and this is most of the NPP supporters when they go to the platform. Ikafo ko ha, you know, if you compare Gambia with our sub-regions, Gambia is the most cheapest country on. How stupid you can be. Even compare yourself with Senegal. Neither go Gambia le cheap to Senegal because you are stupid. Because you ordinary calculation you cannot do it. Comparison, do it by yourself. Then you will see that Gambia is more expensive than Senegal. That is the truth. Because Munekena, Senegalese, majorly, most of the Senegalese civil servants, their average salary is 150,000 to 200,000 CFA. The average salary of the Senegalese civil servants, police and teachers, and that the minimum salary from 150,000 to 200,000 CFA. 150,000, that is 18,000, 17,000 to 18,000. 200,000 CFA is about 20-something thousand dollars. And how many of our civil servants are receiving 20-something thousand dollars? You are receiving $7,000, $8,000. And you are buying bag of rice for $2,500. And the Senegalese civil servants is receiving 150,000 CFA minimum, which is equal to $18,000. So no man was at 3,000, it is at 2,500, who have more profit than the other. Katu $18,000 is, yeah, 3,000 bonge, still you 15,000 a be Itela 8,000 ye, itela 10,000 ye, 3,000 bonge, 7,000 a be blokon. How can you compare yourself with that country? Gambia is more cheaper than Senegal. Are you not faking yourself? Or you cannot reason by yourself? And all these, and that is the truth. Because what time we see in Shiloh, Nibe bo kana marakas nakafunyo be jafele Canada sa nkafa ila Kenya la hena kana ngazi. Wasikanya kochi. What one denade baby kata talent we were going to both English and Arabic school. But I know ngani tuwa kalamudo ni ulonede. Ni man position ol soto e kata marakas le la kurto e kata ke dawal lalet. Bali nol tata ye position ol soto ni na de yetari la official to hanne ko assalamu alaikum kejo. It seem like I recognize you so well. I come down bukana I ni be konde ba fle assalamu alaikum. But ye position ol soto si ta official ko ni da ko assalamu alaikum. I'm fine. But it seems like I recognize you there. Fisiri wallewli Gambia tuwa karamundo dindiuni Gambia fuarol te yam falalima Gambia yalo munatina ko Gambia diu mallafi mo tilindiuna Gambia diu mallafi mo kendola Gambia diu mallafi any person that may yalo ko the person is transparent. Nail after transparency is telling you they will paint you with bad names, they will call you names, they will make the people to hate you because muneketa it a labbaluobe lord in tilimbalialeka. And that is exactly what UDP is facing. You know, most of our civil servants, they don't even like UDP. They hate UDP for no reason. The only reason they hate UDP because they know that when UDP government all this nonsense corruption will stop. Yalone bring Adam Barrow and UDP benyo mafoko ning ayata ko dabo nyol be masakunda kono mafoko mistake ko tikela there will be a mistake because they are human momo ko masakunda ninata masakunda kono mbekela 100% perfectly. That's a lie. As far as humanity is concerned, humans you can never do it perfect. It's only God who can do it perfect. That is the fact. But ngalo neko ning ayata ko loya dabo nyol be nyim masakunda kono wo alifano bi batara ko do membe kasara kambi wotekela. And that's why this elite, they do everything like what they are doing in Senegal now. They are trying to you know come between the Sonko and that Joma fight, which is not my business because for me I even have my own issue with Senegalese because even that Sonko how they came to power for how long. And they know that they fight against 𝒂𝒊𝒏 for not running for third term. But these same Senegalese, they keep their securities in Gambia, protecting someone who have this third term ambition. That's a hypocrisy. That's why to me, Senegalese, I don't even care about them. Collapse. It's none of my business because I'm not a Senegalese. I don't care. They don't treat me as their brothers. Many kafoko Senegal and Gambia nyun benna bopala ken muntu hari. Deng leng hare. Ken mun deng hare signare. Dok Senegalese deng hare signare. Many kafoko Senegal and Gambia benna bopala ken muntu hari. That's a lie. Go to Senegalese border. You see how they're treating Gambian citizens there. If Ousmane Sonko and Joma Faye, they care only about the Senegalese affair. If they care about the Gambians affair, they will have withdrawn their securities from the Gambia. Because they would ila consent manyana dile telako. Someone itele mole fight, mole fata, dindi fata to protect their country's integrity. Kaje ko mo kiluna interest should not oversee the majority's interest. But they bunati na ibela soja rul bulani ka Adam Barrow kanta. Even they still know that Adam Barrow want to run for that term. Why can't Senegalese withdraw their securities from Gambia? Why can't ECOWAS? Because we know that most of the ECOWAS countries, you see, West Africa, Gambia and Guinea-Bissau, these poor, useless countries, they are the problem. They are the main problem in West Africa. They are the most useless country. So that's why for me, I care less what is going on in Senegal. Sisla, ila fenkol. Meni ka fo mola atel meni alla mol meni ka fo mola Senegal ak Gambia ñaar benna bopala ken munte har si ñaar Why Senegalese ñol kay den har e ka vonya dile den ko har signar. Demal Senegal, ila airport or how they used to treat Gambians there. Because Gambians, we have no self-respect. We don't want to fight for our right in our own country. That's why anywhere we go there, they will treat us as nothing. Absolutely. Look at this. Yena ila airport okon. Senegalese, even though they are treating you, treating ka bad, but still you don't pay 20 euro in an airport. If on a Bangkok, I can airport, why you as a Gambian, why did you come to your country? And you as a Gambian, why are you living in your country? You have to pay the money why you are living in your country. You have to pay the money why you arrive in your own country, where your mother, your father, your children, your ancestors are all in that country. Is that not a shame? Al mo bebe daring. Al bukal fon la yalo Gambia men ka de jakale. Alla banko kal bukal la kuteno al bukal la fa la kutote la je wandi banko la kal misi wala la kokon. Senegal Ousmane Sonko ni jomma fay nol fatata do alla mune bodo fali ama wol kun bukata al yama everybody is cheap like Adama Barrow. Me yalon ko ina te ba fala Ousainou Darboe bela man se al noma Ousainou Darboe munyol man bete bay wa tar ko nafikolu suni corrupt people all. Wale lafta ka system onyin kadu system onyin kono. So today they are okay with everything that is going in Adama Barrow's government. But when Ousainou Darboe ni lawyer Darboe ya dael hanukundi na is a podina I condemn this nko ala condemn for janni jahannaba. Ntella haji teje. Because you are all hypocrites. Al tulo bala every day. Millions of millions. Adama Barrow ni aje ko munati na be loda man la 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏. Kake president mune necessarité wala. Because mune keta. Adama di unin sembo tata. Afatela. Sembo tata ye consume. Ibuka tonya aje koteke. Yaje Firauna laanatullahi alayhi. Bring ala lafta halakila. Ay Musa kina ka kafu Musa ko o ma rabbul alamin. Jomala muite marioti. Kuoku akaminda ka telekage akallo ko Musa fanga yoko birin Musa na ta kai muna fu Musa alayhi salatu wassalam akai alam nurabbika fina walidan wala bistu fina min umurika sinina fa'alata kallati fa'alata wa anta min al-kafirin ako Musa fa amante me de sute ite na da je dindi mange balundi ngako beke ara ko Firaona defa fen aka afaka do ko abaka do ko Firaona be sirin king ala bunkon ala samasine la Musa badi una bani Israel kon ala saji kandala Musa badi bani Israel kon ala do kulal be Musa badi ulam wala kata do kola walakinna ko abra ko Musa ko alam rabbika fina walidak wala bishtu fina min umurika sinina fa'alata kallati fa'alata anta min al-kafirin Musa kay wo mutonyal dikay fa'alata jango ana min ad-dallin biringo mbo baro kila mo fatambulu watu mombe filo le kono akai bari Mario yam fatamba wala enkinan amanda wala akai ko tilika nema tamunnu ya alayya an abatta bani Israel akai kabari kanemo nyi memfo e kanemo nyi memfo e ko itelente balonde mus e Firauna e ko itelente dinde mayem balonde yen domorende akai wo manke to nyaade Firauna akai ente baadi woni bani Israel am kolu wolle muyla do kulalti wolle muyla samasine lalti woli taro baadi woni taro nga wole dom Namil Keda. You know, the people like you, because I never see a aimless people. You know, every society. Let me tell you one thing, Namil Keda. Because engage in Facebook, I even feel sorry for young people like you. And I don't know whether you are young or old, but if you are old man or you have the responsibility, I feel sad for your children. You call Darboe as tribalist. Maybe your ignorance couldn't even let you to understand what tribalism means. Because if you say, Ite Barrow love, Ite Barrow Kanule, not our tribalist leader, fine. I don't even talk about Jawla Musoli. Jawla Musoli, you don't even know the tribalist mean. And I don't think there's most of the Gambians, you don't even know what tribalist is. Nimo tribalista. Ate fangu bukala fi kan kote fo ala kan kola. ani mobuka associate na man kate movement. So ni amwe tribalist wala mu moti me yalon ko ate wandi kan fa bu kala fe amal la fi kan ne fon moy la kan because amira ko ate la kan damba ne nyanta ka fo ada bu ka fan associate abu kala fe ani mo fon ye mix and compare yourself with Dabo, then maybe you might be even tribalist than Dabo, and you are a shame. You know, sometimes I don't even want to waste my time for people like you to address it because I know that ignorance is a sickness. You know, to write and read are different from the ignorance. You can still read and write. You are still, that's a literacy and illiteracy. Literacy, you can read and write. Illiteracy, you cannot read and write, but that doesn't mean you are ignorant. You can read, you can write, but you are still ignorant. Because a young man like you, talking about, I love Barwell. If it is tribalism, it will be party men support. Niatari come ila brain lesia come atele sifal sometimes niaje be even try to kadiamu ye nkanyitandila kanyitandi ko movement lafta ka wala nyitandila because it every day even na wolo to kanaje le kanose but I just try to let you because I know that adamadi wala miral nyalte keno la kilin kado hani jahannaba nin dunia arjanna nin jahannaba ala ko nyaadi le ko ako ay jahannaba nin arjanna dadale birin iblis la'natullahi alayhi alay adamadi dada ko iblis ko sujidi adamay iblis mun fay akay kon tete sujidi la nyim potola walakin ala ko fasajadul malaika kullu illa iblisha aba astakbaru aya fa warande bar birin ako ala kay ko mune muy dalilot puru nga few men dadante ala ntele te dada nge yamar kula pour yen ke ko takila ay ala jabi munel akay ana khairu minhu ntele fisiyata nyim potot kala khatani min nar yente dada noro la demba khalaqatahu min tin yen dada poto la poto noro bari birin ala kay ko nge kunno kuyale funtin na nemo kono ay muna fo alay ana ala jahiliya be iblisa ala kumo alay akay fa bi izzatika nkalite la sembole te ala ay tawota alay akay ko mbela mantol be filena la aqwainahum ajma'in mbela mantol be filindila bara hakilo do yata nyawonya still aya reference la ko ako alay ko illa ibadaka salihina na man kela mantol let bari ala ya jabi munela akay fal hakka wal hak akay ibulisa yemen fo mu tonyalti bari nte ala fane men lahidi wo fana mu tonyalti wala muko lamula anna jahannama min al jinni wal insi ajma'in mbenna jahannama fandi la jinnol ning adama dole mu nobe woto dai is impossible pour ñin dunya kono mo be ke jerinya kilinti mo be son tonyala fodol sita jahannam lamni keda ma fo beta jahannam but in kan reference le nyitandila ko ite fon be diamu kamben e malo because mune keda ite you are always every UDP is tribalist UDP you cannot even reason ila mindset ila hakilo ka fo nyadile ila hakilo la yirwo manyi nyitandi no ila ko ite be mo men fasak Adam Baro ala appointment will be tribal practice le mot e ka understand wo be bodi Adam Baro la party me te ba support ka wolle lota ye ko moli e cause kene bato na le berodi mandin kolla al kanal la berodi mandin kolla ite bo party ni support ka Adam Baro le lota ja ka sioli kili fulo la ne dankuna surwala ne dankuna manjago la ne dankuna ite bo party le fasa so ala wo party o nyin ala la ni tata ala la qur'ano kono comme lamel ke dan ke sonno mo le yiri wan ma fo e somma nka tonya la yitela ni tata qur'ano kono ala ko nyaaja kay fir'auna halaki ako inna fir'auna ala yaji ala jahli hasiya fir'auna akala mantol tale ke different indi ke group polti woto adama baro nyi menki jam mandinka surwa abe surwal killana nabe basen kol killana insida afon lafta basen kol ne dankunna bawo base consistent different tribes mandinka sarahulle fulas bara kafol ni tanan sarakulle ni tanan mandin kolle for the first time Gambia la presidency ka sioli kili as a tribe Adama Barole yake. So nite fundina na jay ko UDP la party leader. It does seem how ignorant and hypocrite you are. Walakina alako يجي على أهلها السياء أكالا من تولتا أتفهم بمن مركب فرعون أبافلا دولة جيل مبني إسرائيل أنقلت يندون منيلتي أي مولتا أي دولتي كان دي سانتو كدولتا كيكي جدون مولتي ولكن إن فرعون كان أكون يادي إنه كان في الأرض مفسدين أما أنتر بانكو كان فن فوق بانكو تينيا so نيته ببولا رو بارتيسي فانو ميته كان نافون ديكو لويا أسين مو دابو مو tribalist that's so how ignorant you are because the tribalist don't even associate himself with another tribe. Lawyer Dabola Musukilin Manding Court. So go and find or go and take the dictionary to find the meaning of tribalist. Then you can next time come here and tell me Dabo is a tribalist. Because he tell you are carried by the ordinary people will come in. Adamadi hakilo man doya katambi mola me yalo kaka mole la kumota. ولكن على كاي جهنم بارندي مول من يالونكو لكن جرى أنا لجهنم كثيرا من الجن والإنس لهم قلوب لا يفقهون بها لهم عيون لا يبصرون بها لهم أذون لا يسمعون بها أماندا ولده على كون جهنم بارندي مول من يالونكو إلى صندوم نع حكيلو ديل إلى حكيلو لبوكي يوسنو كاكو كندو نكو كرو بوندي نيوتو ada ta ko ta ka ani momen nganyal dila pour ka korosiro ke ka kukunu nin ku kendo bondi no nyoto nga momen yalo nga tulol le dila nin kuma kendo duntaje e ka kuma kendo nin kuma kunu ibuka bondi no nyoto so ala mune fo wala kula ako adamadin sifale ulaika hum kal an'am wal kam tan beyon benyame woto nin adamadin fota hakilo dro now ite buka tam as a human but ite you are a animal in a human form. That's how I see you. Lamil ekeda. So I feel sorry for people like you. Because itela banko itulo bala billion lebe kasara kanjet. Ite kata leptano menton de kan debeta wallet. Ide mo beta kanambu menton de mo beta wallet. If my children's there, ndin kile wala be Gambia. But you know why? Ndema selfish like ite benyame because nde namuso be jan. Ndin kile ne be Gambia. Bali nimmo le denta ba kilin faki. Mbinki di wulle beji. Whatever I wish for my children here, ni sasa hadi suto 3 o'clock ningat ambulance click ni bafla within 5 minutes ambulance be lola jan. They will have access to the good health care. And this is exactly what I want for my people back in Gambia. You can understand. So not about an individual. I not counsel, not because of Konkoleben, not because of Mbadi nebe do kola mansakunda kono. Mbadi ne mantal mansakunda do ko I care less. Ndeman kori mani boto afuta nyawo nya ana so jata kende anal fentembulu. Ndele fuwara yata Gambia mala beti jamani jando. But at least mbenna do kola alhamdulillah. Ninna dimbal lebe jando. Ninna muso be jang. Amanke I'm not a useless person like you there. I have a wife there. I have a children. So therefore I have a responsibility. I have a families. Many alonko. I don't even come here to talk about that. Come on, most of you people are telling camera ko I'll come all just social media because of you just want to be social media. No. I have work to do. But nialan ko muna kenantem ko dino la Gambia. Because mbota Gambia. I don't hate Adama Barrow as a person. But I can't banko samba nyame. Ntemu Gambia diuneti. Kome ala memfo. Ala ko inni zailun fil ardh khalifa. Atul Adama diune ngali ke banko ka responsible personality. La tufsidu fil ardh ba'da islahiha. Al kanani banko tinya banko da darin kola. Ala la kuma kan lamu nyinti. So not because of palace. I'm not qualified to hold any position in the government, and I'm not even interested about that. Because as Keno, Mbota Gambia, but be alliance like a Janet. Nkata Gambia, I have my house there, you know. But in the Gambia, Nasi at Karikili, Nasaina. So, what on Intebe Diamu can Gambia la Kuala? Intended differently. I'm not intemantari mamu kong. Hani Adam Barrow ma kong. Nga daji kole kong. Anu kila nyine fo nibe mo konna. A kong alala siloka. Nibe mo kanu la kanu alala siloka. Adam Barrow me yakina I feel sorry for this man. Because power tatala ya consume. Adam Barrow you back at diamu mole nyame. Yalong Adam Barrow, one thing I feel sorry for you. He is not smart. As a president, as a leader, there are some certain words, utterances, don't even spew it out. Kana some wolebo edakono. Because some of those utterances can be used against you. Any court of law. Any court of law. You are a president. There are some utterances. Be careful, Adam Barrow. Those utterances can be used against you tomorrow. Because you benyatun kayan. Without your intention. But it happened. But it can come si fal menfo. Ni any president yala any day. And president yala many ko Adam Barrow forever. Adam Barrow forever. They are just fooling you. Nyille mo molti yalong adamadi ni hakilo fanga bela. Enyante hakilo useless. Wala kinanga fo Adam Barrow ni la mol be diam kan. Ila moyla. Lami chammen kallo ako auju billahi ka tanka opposition yala. Woto Adam Barrow, listen very careful. Dunia mu hakilo let. Momen kallo ya kafo kon temal la opposition yala. Wotela party balundi nola. Ado adamadi we kaf kulo e kalo as legacy. Kana mira ko ebetula ruling government yalla. You can be a ruling government today, tomorrow you can be an opposition. You can be an opposition today, tomorrow you be the ruling government. Dunia bo nyale. But ite men women be la party oto wala kallo e nyati no ka fo ko nte man la fi opposition yala nte ne ke la opposition wo kamunye ne tandila ni ite boda president yala la party atata opposition yala dawo then la party fatale because you have no supporters. We all here nka mol mole na talbo ko jira nyol men yalo ko bekir. Take the example from APRC. APRC is dying slowly because they don't believe it's a moment. So therefore, na banko, alinga na banko risky. Gambia be conditional mento. Every Gambians are going through that difficulty. Rampant corruption. Ala kale ko at-ta'awanu 'ala al-birri wa taqwa. Al nyoma ko ku kendo ning ala nyasi lawla. Wala ta'awanu 'ala al-ismi wal udwan wa mashiyatu rasul. Mo be kuriyala. Allah karambulta kataje kaje ko jiobe sulena karambulta. E kallo e ka faale kon tolbe karambul le lokan ntelbe leptano le lokan bari ni tel lam wol kuranta ite sambala wol leptano le kon nga exemple ta Buhari la almu ne man ka fara kelaye Buhari akeda president. That is one of the reason why we African will never have respect. That's one of the reason why this Western world they will never respect the black peoples. And that is the truth. Imagine as a president, ite sanji joli be marlola, ite ba ma fa yo kura e ma jare non ne Bangkok. Ite fa yo kura yeta fa wandi Bangkok. And this same president ite le kallo la mole ka fa le ko ndela jata kende a fa ne America la jata kende ala be kende. But you can transport your mother to Turkey for treatment. Adam Barrow Obama san karjola be sinin Turkey. Abama la ordinary check-up e ma ke no Gambia kon. Fatata 3.6 million. Kawole dunda ba mala check up okun. Musoli be kadi no tebe kumbola ji kensen ko wonin. E kata saate o dolito. Wala tinan ko Gambia no lal balafanyo e. Atel Gambia man sakunda do kulal. Ala lon ko nyin duniyate tulam. Al fata fuarol ma. Al be fuarol torande ka o banko ka bakele. Al be nyin nektaya min be sidi kanteng. Albe dunna motol kono al mansilang alanya al me mira la sayala al me mira la kaburola al kare nyum dalaso million fula million saba million nane al kata sam moto kilona al kalbe momel la do ko la wal kata kumbola 600,000 fion kay buka sotono e kata sate mo moto ka fay ko ji ko la mun tel la jam problem. How much cost the borehole? Ye borehole kilum fencing andu wo mune molet kato akila ya fo ne ko iza mata al abdu qata amalu kullu illa salasa ning adama di fata la baro be kunta fo bar saba wala be nyin dunya kono whether you accept it or not wala muy la fendil andal be nyin kintan o menna al be fuaro la ko do tan al be tulun nala. Remember ala kila ko en ko kun fi dunya ka annaka karibu aw abiru sabila tarin dunya kono ko luntawna muyti walla silala tambilale muyti akoy ko fa ija asbahta fala tantazir bil masiyya ni fano ke day wulita kana mira ko wura robe tarla jele walakin akoy ko kuzu bi sihhati gali maridaka ila jata kende amutela sasati bi jato be kende sama sikuran no lede. The people that you are ignoring them in the hospital, the difficulty that they are going through in the hospital, because today you feel okay, tomorrow you might be a victim by your own selfishness. Amanda wala koy kudu li hayatik al mautika ila jatak ila balwa muta ila sasat ila sayati. I don't know how you even feel comfortable. Ite be momen maraka ite bula million woro wula motola yeta la wol bala ika kumbo e ji kola. How do you feel as a Muslim, as a human? Muslim ya fama boye. How are you feel comfortable with that? And ite me wo moto sang iko ite managing director ite be bula la moto million moto lela and natari fona kodola mo billahi wallahi ne 1 million you are not going to use to buy the vehicle. Maybe you might take only 300,000 there and buy the vehicles. The rest you will use it for something necessary. But ika 1 million ika alkahani alanya ale alamuta al kadukare al tabal le tanul kuna le jela conditional jube. Tamusola word. I don't still forget at this place. It's still in my memory. Musola labor ward, Banjul. Go and see the kind of the suffering and the situation that our pregnant women are going through. Our women are dying in that hospital like animals. Ikajele ko patient killing a room more than you have more than 10 patients. They are all using one oxygen flasks. 1 oxygen bottles. Ni nyindo yake nyindonna ameta dumandi yabo wala ya transfer nyindonna. And these are the people, these same nose doctors, many they are going through a lot in that hospital. When the president come in there, they will hide the truth from him. Everything is okay here. Why Muslims? You are doing this to your fellow brothers. We don't hate President Barrow, but we hate his system. Molika ko hino Barrow, Cairo Barrow, nyilnebe kasara kan. President Barrow itela hino luale nyanta hina la, not you as a person. Gambela luale nyanta kela hina luate. Gambela luale nyanta kela dragonian lote. You should be dictated by the law, not by your own wish as a president. Bari ni jalol nata na Mamadou Diallo dimma na Mamadou dimma Mamadou Barrow dimma na Juma Diallo dim Adam Barrow amal lafika mo fan torande al ete si bala fanya wonye alasi ala men ka fo Adam madi moye hanni e juni bo bara na tubinde yambela tubo mutal bara sariya onati ndile ako anna nafs bi nafs ni moy mo fa tawnte ya ko na la faade sariya yo le fot ala le onati ni moy suñaro ka la blo kuntu because atele adama dimuda ayalo ne ko to control the human being is not easy. Wala tina hani dino ama impose mol kan akole faman sha'a falyaghfir wa man sha'a falyumin. Na diata me ye sonde alama, na diata me ye balante alama. Wala tina ko ni sondan tema nyine beje ni balanta ma nyine beje, the choice is yours. So nite president nata mol bafule hinam tuna munyinti amal lafika mo barama. That is encouraging people to steal public funds, mismanage the public funds. Ikata ibe blow kosle ibe bankola na flow tinyala bar ni yete fona personal firm ke bay president Barrow ibu ke mi la alkiamola kullukum ra'i kullu ra'in mas'ulun al ra'iyatihi al kilu wa kilu kantar la ibe nyinin kari la kantar fional al kiamaluluna. But President Barrow, you seem like you are not somebody who believe on in these days. Wallahi man believe ko al kiamalulun besala because alako man kana yu'min o man kana yarji'u liqa'u rabbih falyamalu amala salihah wa la yushriku li ibadati rabbih ahada. Momo latante ala benyo yala ibe bara la bara kendol la But mol bene bafule ko we baro mannas baro is here to stay. Nko, if you like, run for third term. If you like, run for fifth term. If you like, run for 10 times, 20 times. One day or the other, you are going to leave this power. If you don't leave the power, power will leave you. That is the fact. Kato ala ko wotilikale ayamin nudawilu ha bainan nas. Naman saya tilo linkatala na jon le tema. Wato nibe president yala. Make a good use of it. Don't be greedy. Wallahi, when the greedy consume you, at the end, ila end be kela muneti. Disgrace. Many kafo yoko 1997 constitutional. Yalo many kallo kafo yoko ha yalo constitutional ay time di lale na fi ko lemuiti. Many kafo yoko baroni lafta ha constitutional yinda. Ngo. For Gambia constitutional ya alibalika dolo mimba. Did you drink alcohol? Because of constitution allow you. Constitution does not stop you from drinking alcohol. You don't drink alcohol because it does not match with your religions. You don't drink alcohol because it is not your culture. You don't drink alcohol because it's not your consent to do that. Right? You can smoke weed. You can do whatever you want. You can have a girlfriend. You can go and pregnant woman who is not your wife. Did the constitution stop you from doing that? Did the constitution stop you from sleeping with another, doing the fornication around? Why you don't do that? Because your consent does not allow you to do it. Because you know that it does not match with your religions. Ama anila dino manta. What onite kamune di molla don't care about the constitution. Constitution is man-made, is a man-made law. It's not a Quran. Constitution does not force you to go for third. Constitution does not ban you from running for third. But it does not also stop you from stepping down. Do the right thing at the right time. It's the best thing whatever that what human can do to save yourself from the disgrace. President Barrow nyanta karannale. Niajen kanyin foye wate ala ko siru fil arda ali tama bankol kala ali hakilol murundi moli kang mansa fololi kang meni tambita ye mulleke ala ko kano ashaddu minhum quwwat wala sembo waltalti ye nafulo sotalti ye sembo wartalti e hani talti ke yatalti bare ngabanko yele mandi dolitile doli beje la mansa ye soksita woto mella mansa ya soksita e die fan kompia wala la mansa ya be soksita bare meni felite la mansa ya kono ifana ni fan kompia wala be felalde. If you compare yourself with ya jambe mollo tole ka fo ya jambe ko babile mansa e ka men fo bi ka men fo te e ka fo ko ya jambe is here to stay forever. They even attempt to make him as a king. They want to crown him as a king, but where is him today? And those still, when more many they want to crown Yajambe as a king, they abandon him. They don't even want to talk about his name when you are present. Walakin alako innal insanu lafi khusrin. Adamadi ubebe filo lo kono de. Adamadi ubebe kasaro lo kono de. Niye tulolo mola. Wallahi ni keta man sati mo kendo li sabe kan men be tonya fole bar kana kunin dingele dal sabe fanka katu be kasara lalde. Baro. Men kallo baro is here to stay. You are stay. Nko wollo talaja mollo talaje ko ya jambe almu ye tarja fo sanji keme konondo. Hanni ya tarle ko ya jambe to balula. Iteli yolon. Bari ka duwalle ke alate duwa mel fon jabila. Those people today don't even name ya jambe names. They don't even say his name. So many ka fo ko ha loi sembo dilale. Loi sembo be men bedi. Onila consent manyana tala de luai ko do allow anila dino mantade luai ko do allow anila human attitude manta. That's why I don't drink alcohol. For luai inte fanande prokana alcohol mi wala kina nyanta falal ko okay luai ma mo stop drink alcohol. For luai allow le for luai ban le kon kana sunkuto soto. But I don't do it because I know I'm a married man. The same as like this. You promise the people. Say many for ko. adamadi la interest o men la interest be bala wolle ka fay ko ha luaye alawle ye run for that term, but they forget that ala fanan ko en ko awfu bil ahd innal ahd kana mas'ula ala lahi dol timmande say ala la kuma kan ani ordinary human beings sol men yalo ko la interest le be bala wol no la interest bante bala me don kotake kati ni modol be nyobala ite yamira ko these people they love you, they don't love you. Ya Jammeh la format enable us all. Do you think that they love you? You see how they abandon Ya Jammeh. If you also leave the power, this is how they are going to abandon you too. Because he can't manding call California and musillo leti. Sillo na falentanya kanyo susula jandi kau. Nili mu selfish mo leti bantan kombe ole mu ni selete la be susula ni jada le kebula. Ni fengete le be fango mo na sirinyi bi ni benta feka akakebe dongo kande. Do you think they love you? Did you think they love you? Kila ko ala long ni be ko sono ya kono ni dunda kole ya kono ala kelon ne de yalo adam baro buke la moy fannade ebe mo men makam e ka foye ko hal borta janne al bahanyal buka diamu ndel men sita jang don ridicule the people men yalo ko kuni ni wolle ko ke ngoy ki mo la boro be manke jote yati de do be je mandin kol ko sa ko to na arriero be manke silawta kata sembole ta koma kila biri ya jakali ni makka kuna borta la tata madina aman labanna makka kon kod laba Usman bin Affan me yalo ko atele ke lidati after Abubakar Umar la saya kola men keda Khalifa Usman bin Affan awu daita la kata Abyssinia. Today they call their Ethiopia. Anin kila di muso membe futuri ngai e ka fay Rukiya Usman bin Affan ni be wu daita le hakkele ye toro melle kam maka kono, but they went there so that isi nyori group no nyamena isi la dino taman nyo damen because yalo one day or the other they are itellebe concord kila because they are standing for the truth. ولكن على كل جاء الحق وزهق الباطل إن الباطل كان زهوقا. والله تونيا لك الله بande yaje fanya ka sembo sotole katu molle be fanya ko ma men yalon ko ala ka fo men ko afa to minuna bi badil kitabi ala ka fo men ko lima talbishuna al haqqa bil batil wa taqtumuna al haqqa wa antum ta'lamun afala takiluna ni mosi falle katar batil ko ma ni le katar bataro ko e tonyalo e be tonyalo ndi be siwlondiri tonya kan e be to e be fanya ta ka fanya promote ka fanya ke mole tonya te ka tonya ke mole fanya te hanni ayatari balundi ne ko mbe men fo ka but just to beautify the falsehood. But it labanna. Nafiko lemuit. Anu alakol innal munafiqina lakazibun. Nafiko yaje dawda fanya fola le matide. But ye fanya fola fanande dawda tonyendir lalle matide. Ala dun ko ma jada zalimina illa khasara. Tonyendir lambuke la fa fenna na manke kasaro le. Wala tina NPP be koku do kasaro le be tarlaje nyem mansa kunda be la kasaro da bandila katu ye nyori group tonyen di role kan na fikiya ye nyori group wole kan katu ne Adama Barrow la kumola moy Adam Barrow I don't even know how did you regroup the people ike sinde ka UDP la kato foye yalo tonya abukanu kuno I'm sorry why ndesan la keda ndemale defana boda society men ko ba alamu alay kanda yalla mu defen jiraka Gambia di jama beje illiterate ani muslime nafikol itelle kanyum fo. Why can't you accept the will of Allah? Ni kale karang albasom karane kala ta karan lo ni dali bang al ta karam ta la ya be ke abata ni bal fa abata sa fo kala kana al ka jinko ya dal si fale ya la karan lo ni no dal kata be ke football dam foti su ko moto. What is the will of Allah? Allah men fon tele bole ke kan ala konya ati Allah ala noma ati rasul ale kila noma wa ulul umru minkum analla nyaton ko men yalo kali ye tombonne ntelle ye tombon ngeke nyato based on what dalilul kan walakin ala ko adamadi wa khadha rabbuka alla ta'budu illa iyyahu wa bil walidayni ihsana ida adamadi kabonde alala fente nyin dunia kono awoli teje amori teje alonna teje inyanta nyi nyala memma katambi wululalla inyanta men batula katambi wululalla am hani president kuma fa fuje bari ilawo bani fa alay mun foye ako inja hadak ala an tusirika bi ma laysa laka bihi ilm fala tuti'huma wa shahibuhuma fi dunya ma'rufan bari hani lawo bani fa me yalon kon koy ko kabonte alalay manya na nyinya la femma nim batul be kere kabo alalay nyanta mem batula wala muy bani fati akoy ne falata kullahuma uffin hanul moflo kafo papa e manya na kafo barako hanul fawni ni ya mar kula mennin te alala silo manta e be silaka mennin alala silo man ala koy kodila fala tudihuma kana bulenoma o shahibuhuma fi dunya ma'rufa bulenoma dunya kono ku kendola alla nyim batara ya kumol manal kafo mole ko ha ala ala bale halakila nyineka adu this is not only about you most of the Gambian ikatan lor bitendula ha ala endeli yamar men adari be mitendula man salifana na te ma sali fitir lansarona te ma sali fitirona te ma sali be lor mitendula ya ala la wato be filigeto watu kummali ikata lo podium te kafo mole ala men kentel be bulala wol noma muslima na fiko walakin kila ala kila wonilat akoy dangerous tade naaje ko ala ko misilme na fiko wole be talla ku atele be talla jeni la le duma abe talla dolomin na le duma abe talla kukuru niyalong je abe mol na fiko le be talla duma. They are the most dangerous people. Will of Allah. Allah men fontela ati Allah ati rasul wa ulul amr minkum ala no malaki la no man Allah nyaton ko men yalon ko atel leni kambentala aliye tambendal nyato aliye londi dalila le kanje walakin ala koy ko fa in tanaja'tu fi shay'in faradduhu ila Allah wa rasul ka bal ni Allah wo nyaton ko al ni wali nyoyata o tal mununte ala kan nin kila al ni wali nyoyata munel al yo risinol nyini fodu aw vali utale ngabule no Adam Baro be suñaro la abe molla kodo taka ba kasaraka Qur'ano kontenne ko alkana nafulo domo tilimbaliya ko molla nafulo ako momo kawo ke be mun ke kan jahannaba dimbay bole domo ke kono woto nafulo suñala men kam molla nafulo ta ka suña ani men be fasa kan al be 6 and 9 e junubo men so da til men be fasa kan farbo junubo kilo sotola fatali ama mo be jahiliya da ko matel be nyame aliyole mira Anyway, this will be the this will be my last response to you. Eko, if President Barrow is a Mandinka, none of you will oppose him. You will wait for billion years, but there will be no Mandinka president, inshallah. Yaje inshallah men foje ala be halakila nyine foloka ning ayatare mandin kayalam no kana wori yo famara don't worry comme yalo nyilite banna tole wala nyilite comme nyil si falsiata society ko no wato to enlighten them is very important. Let me tell you, I hate to talk about this. President Barrow momo kafo ko fulolo nte wo soso la bawo ko diu abe mandin kala ay diu be fala wala barin la mawo soso nimbe ko President Barrow mo fulole bala karola bari nimbe fana ko mandin kolom wo marin safo 75% the person got right yaje men be kafo ko President Barrow fulole e be fani yale foke nte wulu ba taye President Barrow yinin kala wuluba. I hate to talk about this. Nde wuluba mama ila wuluoto amama lo President Barrow taye President Barrow bama ni mo konta ko benatema ataye nte nyinin ka bama mbamala fayalo famalo President Barrow la man sayata nte bama bando bar sawo sande ba makata president baro nyoli yale amaka kata mo kurelal president baro ya. And for your information, president baro la sister keba me yalon ko ka fay ko tandi baro le asamba hijoto wo fama anin president baro fa bakilin fakile wo tandi baro mun tel binkilete kadu musome yo tandi baro wulu anin musome ye president baro atodum president baro fama president baro koto ma kyo ay musome futu wo tandi baro nyol bama wol ninte fa identa fa kilinde. You are very stupid. Yalo Adam Baro la nyimandin kaya fengonye. I don't even talk with the people because ngalo go there are a lot of lies. Many ka fo ko President Baro ha amanke mandin kat. President Baro ni many den e fa anim afama anim men fama bota bakilim fa killing. Wol wulutantel la sato loko na korda kono. President Baro kono ma kere ka fo me madi Baro. Ndedimma amani ke wulu jamfana nkoto ma me yalo mfama bakilim fakili nte kuluta na koto lebul wala adi abe president baro no man wada la TikTok abe na dindu na mama fudu wo muta ndiw no wo mama lam president baro na wulu woto. You are very stupid. Wala ke nan koite you are an idiot nte block la de bar kela stupidity ka expose ko lo fay momo ka fay ko president baro mo ke man ibe fan ya lay man president baro lo president baro akor adoma bulli baro ani mende da bakile fakil ta nyinin ka ya fay changal be min don aba fole tel ni wol connect nyadil e fani changal connect nyadil. I hate to talk about it. Mo ne mani mo intela kombe diam kan ni president baro la relative la but I'm more close to president baro bari muske ba me asamba hijula ta ya nyinin ka ya fo president baro ko ni tande baro den tamunel. Brim president baro ganyeta ay atele o samba hijot e ka fay tandi baro nde bin kila moti ta president baro ta la sista sol nyininka gor ganyoli enen te bare muso e na abe nyaadile Amar Sane me ka tay nyet Amar Sane nyol me ya nyininka ya fay ke ba jawla lon Amar Sane nen jaga te nyininka. Some of you are very stupid. Ni mandin kayalan wala connection olom. I will rather support President Barrow than Lawyer Dabo. Because we are very close relatives. You are very foolish, Lamliketa. You see, some of you are very stupid. Al buka fel long, mole kamen fon koko kumwal kolle taband. And then email ala soso kumo moy kotek. Eko mandinka mansa kundate suda. We don't care. There can never be a mandinka government in that country. And there can never be a flag government in that country. There can never be any single tribe government in that country. Do you know what is the government mean? Government is for the people, by the people. And then who are those people? Mandinka, Fula, Surua, Jawla. That's why what is the government? And the cabinet is only Fulas there? Is only Mandinkas there? Is only Sarakules there? But the stupid idiot people, blockheaded people who don't know nothing, there can never be a Mandinka government. That is true. But there can never be a flag government. There can never be any tribe government, since the government is for the people, by the people. That's why when you go to our police, you have Mandinkas there, you have every tribes there. You go to, because there is no single tribe who can form a government in anywhere in this world. Because your teachers, they have to be the teachers, they have to be only Fulas. The soldiers have to be only Fulas. The police have to be only Fulas. The entire cabinet have to be only Fulas. And then the passport, the immigration have to be only Fulas. Then you call, and then your parliament have to be only Fulas. Because when they say, even why they say the executive power, you have a legislators, you have a executive, you have judiciary. And these are all three organs of the government. But you see stupid people like you couldn't even reason in that. and listen to yourself. Telling me there can never be a Mandinka government. Whoever tell you that there can be a Mandinka government? There can never be a Mandinka government. But there will be a government where Mandinka might be a president. There will be a government where Fula might be a president. There can be a government where Wolofs, Jawlas or whatever can be a government leader. But government can never be a one tribe's government. But the idiot people like you are existing everywhere. Yeah, by the grade of God, there can never be a Mandinka government. You are even insulting President Barrow. Adam Barrow is said, and then tell that Dino, the Hanamangena Dino found. In the whole world, civilized society, they all accept this. Go. 75% of the due akabo fale bala. Whether you know that or not. Kurano lay off. Due 75% abota fale bala. Bari bale kala bana din duti. Walakin akafa hamalatu ummuhu wahnan ala wahnu. Ibaye duni kole abe kole ale kono. Bara manijio bota jomale bala. Fa. Walakin na dunia beson danyimad. Fa mu menti diu mu wallet. You cannot deny that. So if a foolish people like you come in here telling me there can never be a Mandinka government, inshallah. Of course, there can never be a Mandinka government because not Mandinka alone can constitute the government. Not a Fula alone can constitute the government. The government is constituted by the different people. Different people. So all these means Sunya remember caring. Be Tam Fengokon. Ibrahim Asila Munet. Ismail Sise Munet. Dr. Samate Munet. Adam Barofa Munet. If it's because of Mandinkaya, I will support this Baro government. But we don't care. We want the government where the Gambians will see themselves. Yes, we have a government that we all can be proud of. The left of Masakunda Sifal. But a foolish people like you. Because namus odo beje. Ya namus fulal tarzambu. Namus kilo banda serum. Namus no membe Gambia banda serum. Almu ne manin kafra kelay. Almu ala la dindin saya. Almu ala falinga ne arjanatul firdaus la. Nay din kile nesoro. Aba sarakulle, afa sarakulle, ala entire generation of sarakulle. Do you think that I will hate Sarahules? How will I do that? How can I hate myself? But the stupid people like you in the society, Al Seattle, and then the sad thing is, the son, didn't do many yalonko. Didn't do many yalonko. I tell Yanta ku kotele mirala, many si falte killing. Al kumbe caring ni mira si falla. It's so sad and unfortunate. Alako inna khalaqnakum zakara wal unsa wa ja'alnakum shu'uban wa qaba'ila lita'arif anna akramakum indallahi wa atqakum. Ngal dada ngal ke siyolt, ngal ke kabilolt, ngal ke different country pour ñin kamalal signolo. Pour ñin kabbala ko nal dambawni be da karimu ñine de karikani ala ñin kawl dada because of Allah taala man sabaya la ñitandila but fental tema albemu munati ibnu adam wa adama min turab albebo ta banko mun ko ko nal be fatal kata o fenke kilo ene ne furo jilari ko mandinga furo fele fula furo fele jola furo fele e ka fene furo fele lare bare atelmo hakilin tan sifal albe society kono ala la danko balma fental juso kono karimu mandin ko di karimu fulolete is so sad and shameful. Billah wallahi tallahi sometimes niamira wala tina alabe halakola kanyim bankoka because of the people like you albe tubabu du ñoltu ndebe jamani janne yo fams malo muneke dam e be ta kane bot akari jekla I don't know let me invite you, you know mfelenge invite atra ya accept, you know yalo that na mansa kunda they fool people like you. Our problem is not Mandinkaya. Our problem is not Fulaya. Our problem is not Surwaya, Jolaya. Only the weak opposition depend or base their campaign on this because they don't have nothing to tell the electorate.
ni tata suñaro la fulol be suñaro la mandin kol be suñaro la jolal be suñaro la e ka nyimbe be suñay fon la mol o fulo membe suñaro la nay suñaro ka buka samba fula community o mandin ko membe suñaro la nay suñaro ka buka samba mandin ka community bare ni ku kuruni ke mol tate no madrasite bampu ila siyo koma ha niaje be nyin kelanda katum mu mandin kolati ha niaje be nyin kelanda katum mu fulolati niaje be nyin kelanda katum temu surwal a traye bu abe suñaro la tembo men na fay kodo men suña asamba fulolle ay kodo men suña asamba surwalle nkai kodo men suña alon ko surwal la kodo be jene fulol la kodo be jene sara kulol la kodo be jene abe mira ko benyin kodo men suña kam badi surwal la namolo benyin kodo men suña kam badi fulol la namolo benyin kodo men suña kam badi mandin ko la namolo baraka suña na musuna diwna hani bali ini fali fawne ike bali wolle kanne katel mo stupidity si falta kal ful iba fulale ko ha yalo mandin ko le beten surwala beten is that our problem ikanne kal dam no finding yokan because they have nothing to tell you people ikanne kal dam no dundi nyola mandin kol ha fulol man la finna ha atel fulol mandin kol man la falla ha betenna be sayrin ten but go to our hospitals there are people in our hospitals wol buke mira fonde mu mandin kolet wol me mira foitel musur walle wol ke mira men jata kende ya soto
la borrachera no te
okay farms you are welcome
bro Isa abaraga
Yes. Big Joe.
yes
Nge konto.
abaraga dur man sallo kula lafte jan sala ko kilin na dro
Ha.
yalo qur'ano
Ha.
ni ba karan kan kafiro nyala ka janyame ni be tonya fo kanyi mol nyala ake fana jani wo nyala
Aha.
ni moli ke fan kumandi misilimo bar kafiri jikole bela nyabe fondin ke wala be safero ke kan saferi kuntan ke kan na diamo bol to ma ko
Ma ke jam fawti de. Ni evda kata na line ora kata ni ku kundanda. Somda kata ni ga but edo mi somda ni si fa.
ebe tonya men fo ka wala tan ko qur'ano nabe ni ba karan kan kafiro nyala aka balo jan nyame aka sonno mo so nyame ni mol fana ni be diam kan tonya e ba fo kan ake jani wo nyala ba so nte ka mo ni modol kuma kafiro lela because gambe be bitilo men to bi ite la yin da halakirin yele kalo ka gambe no ka fole ko mannin ko tay fenkete setay ibika understand ko mislime din nyanta nyim bara si pakele la bal wo ko non
Ina kina na banko be mulka ate ka ko bare nyimbe mo jolle ko no gambia kon.
aseta bulo nin seti
That's it. Ani nyimbe kata nyimbe ke fanko le muslim wolle la de. Amanke fe just because of this language.
hala be konto men fa use ka man kewt
Yeah.
fekto konto la bala fekto la bala bar bidum ka fanke ko ate mo mallin ko le tro kala tele la imaja e daivat imaja e la politico ay diamuta ya daivat afrenti itabe top go men ko na e bondo kono ay concentrate ndatla
Yeah.
Jawla sa setanol lemo iblis lemo e kola ke iblis ni be ku kendo kandra kanala ka kantantulu lo e kunto pour si concentrate hani be salola iblis ka la fina salo fan kunto la ni mo si fal bo nyala so yeten dunye jay continue la diamo la rek yamo
thank you so much bari ela fen ko to malo ela fen ko ngama ya limit len ka try ka comment je ela live bari mbuka comment no je no ngama ya fen kele
okay mbaji be
yeah
mbaji be ya mbaji be jamal ka fanyo
okay thank you so much so misalan keda atel ke mira nyantel buka mira wonyade ta banjul leptanoto na muso men ka wuluje wolle kan diwni wulu wolle benda banko la sama wala tinna ninga musoli je ebe baro la nyimma sakunda nyoma I feel so sad. I feel really sad because ntata wo leptano kono le 3 completely weeks mbelari wo leptano kono last year June menda muso kunna je. And I see how the kind of the suffering the pregnant women are going through. And on the sad thing about all these things, wato wati sangobe kumbola president barola state house fence o bala it tafala ko malon ko membe kedi wala tano kono. So that's why nobody can tell me about inside the Banjul. Bao birim beje nin doctoral lefoni kasi nika kacha. Because ngami o menke leptano nyindo. Dr. Kilimbeje, I don't even need to tell you, them very good somebody. We have a very good doctors in the Gambia. But the same time we have a very rude nurses in that country. Many alonko imantado ko keka because of they want to save the humanity. They are doing that work because of they don't have another opportunities. And they are maltreating our patients in the hospitals. These are the systems that we are talking about. Niye mansa wo mansa je akanna ke tundung siyo kan mansa barakantawno mansa nyi anin fira awna la jiko mu kilinde adam baro la mansa kunda bo nyala fira awna jiko le bela mansa me yalon ko ite lafte la banko diun e lafta banko develop because you cannot develop the country while your people many yalon ko wolle be do ko ke kanyo to officer kono wolle be do ko ke kanyo la soldier kunda wolle be ko do ko ke kanyo la police kunda yes suspicion dundi wol dambol tema kari temu nyineti how do you expect to be prosper? Because ni kam komi ite benyi menfo kande mandin kamansa kundate sotola yenyi fo mandin kadi unyala woyo muta kono fula mansa kundate tola fula di woyo muta kono sarakule mansa kundate tola fula sarakule di woyo muta kono. And these are the people working together in police, these are the people working together in military, these are the people working together in our schools, education sector, agriculture sector. How do you think those people will work together perfectly to bring any progressive development? No, because and this is exactly what we are facing as a country in the Gambia. That is exactly what we are facing. Gambia do not be seen American. When the white man call you nigger, you get angry. But you can call somebody a float, a manding call atel tekela jang. But when white man tell you nigger, you get angry. So therefore, almu ale makwe. But adamadi be ko kuto kana nyina sayala. Alko innal mawta alladhi tafirruna minhum fa innahu mulaqikum. Ni saya me alkanyina la. Yaje alako ma utitu min shay'in famata'ul hayati ad-dunya wajinatuha wama inda Allahi khayrun wa abqa afala ta'qilun. Albayinna fulo membe kafka nyoma. Amanke fendi na manke dunia nyarandiri fewnet. Ala kay fendi la nyin dunia ko do jam. Na fulo la karola. Ebe bunjan lola, ebe moto jamal sanna, ebe fenku e muslim mal nyinena aka manke fenti illa zinatul hayati dunya. Dunia nyarandiri few dambana. Barakate alaya wama inda Allahi khayrun wa abqa afala ta'qilun. Few membe alaya wala fi samante ata tele betula forever. What do not forget about hereafter. Saya be konkona lumene malo. Adama de katara struggle kay ko kana aflo nyine. Time menne ya feel ko I get the wealth now. This is time for enjoyment. That's the time saya be daba konkona ko fele. Let us have sympathy for humanity. Alingana banko kanandi. Fail politician. Adam Baro Nala Molu. These are the only thing that they can canvass the vote. Yeta fuloli e kale kwa kanaso mandin kole sijande. Yeta suruwali e kale kwa kana. And then the certain e ka mandin kadi ufanja kata fuloli akafal kanaso mandin kole. Sahi ite fulo fanga si ye miraba. Men kafo ko mandin kole man left fuloli atemu mandin kole. But at the same time ate be position o mendabe mansa kunda men kona kafo ko berodi wolla. And ate be position o nyin kon. Ate mo mansa kunda nyin kona ate mandin kadi unete.
asita sara kullo le afal ko yalo handel mandin kolu aba fan do yala bala alfal do yala ntele mafo ko siyo man soto siyo mu alala man saba yalete ala e siyo dada pour kani tandi ko na e sikili na dada sade ko balannali kafirul safa ko maji ay sikili ndam man dada na kankili ndam man dada ala e nyimbe dada bi ayatillah ala kawa kollo bari wo be nyaaw walakin na ko nyako li kulli hijbin bima ladaynahu farihina kafu moment be proud who you are ni proud ete moment dore katsi kote ni bunyal kati kalon ko nyile mu alala dari fonlen alala dari fon ni keta muslimoti manyan na doyala kato ala kole ko lakari kharrabuna bani adama nga adama di bunyale wa hamalnahu fil barr wal bahr nga protecting le boat in and out wa razzaqnahu min at-tayyibat nga hargen dile fanan fonla men yalon ko be seneyaring wa hamalnahu wa faddalnahu ala kaseera mimma kalakina tafdila ala kay fo fende da nyin dunya kono da fe wo da fe hani malaikul adama di wona fisata bet ni te kanay ko adama di wona sobju ka do yandi ka to kare mu nyin siole te batu nga jutu adama di wona la baro kan kana jutu ala ka mu nyin siole te siyo mu alala kawa ko lete ala yala waran ala waro ay wala ngitandi jon la. But understand, you see so many people today, tasabuyon mute block on ebeta jamol, yela kuntu si kuntu ko mo sunni lete. Bari isinaje mo anala tasabuyan nala wo bora bulo. Angan yobe sun kandin set fulo la karol. Angan yobe sun kandin fit mandin kol la karol. Angan yobe sun kandin fit. Wallahi kila ko al muslimu akhul muslim. Muslimul bebu badin kilinete. Al bebu badin kilin. ولكن أكو إنما المؤمنين إخوة مثل مول بيمو بعد كلينتي فأصلوا بين إخويكم الكلينال بعد التيمة الكلينال بعد التيمة ولكن ألقوا يا أيها الذين آمنوا أتل مول من لمن يدكونوا خوامين بالكست اللو تلون كان الكنيو ما كويلالتي تلون كان alkenyo ma koy lalti ala nyasilon kan kunu qawamina bil qist shuhada lillah ala ko walau ala anfusakum hannin ayatar ko aboytete mari fan kune kan awil walidain walla kede ibulula fulol le kan wal aqrabin hanna tari tero la musutum mamolum ni boytal to nyaani tela bar gambia mo badi usi boy kila dun ko ni ibadi ni mol ya tonye afasa nay mol tonye afasa nay mol tonye ba afasa na nyaadide afay ke nyi men kam ambete yade pour ça ma kanake bari ni de nata ku kunu ke ya fasa kan iko mbadi unum ibati nya kanne kadu sama ba nyu kelal ko deke andu idu yala be ko men ke kata ma ko la dunya ta ma ko la alkiyam. Tell the truth to your family member so that sama kananyo ke ni ya marika yenyi men ka mambete kanake ko deke na man saya kan ya tankandi dunya toro ma ya tankandi alkiyama toro bari gambia di un kaje ko abadi unum kartin ay ku kurunke asilo ya abadi un difen almoalen be tankandi alla banko be tinyaka because they don't have nothing else to tell you people iballa kodo kasara kan iballa nafulo kasara kan momen mu opposition te kunu niaje wo fawdam ba yenyil disqualified le katu momen ka fay ko kunu ntembe opposition yalla kunu ntengalo ne membe keri like lami chamla ko ako opposition yata yalla ne membe kering detel mu kuma fsoto bal folalleti ebuka ko ku fola mam betea because biya tebe system onyin kono bari nyante fanyinin kala fome yalon ko yasoto haramo kono haramo buka halala yano ni tel lata ko opposition ya haramu dala la fo ye resign ye boyin president ya position to ya fo ko be resign tante opposition ti sign alingata fen kon bari to be ken ke jeno ke na fulo soto il faut na da fo jeno haramu dala ba jeno ko do ko be continue ka wodo e be joma nene e ka ala nene fo ke fo nene. But because of they have no shame. Isilo mole nyato kuni ye baro menke ye fenso do kono baro e ko kana wala sunkande molla adar bo baro na faytele bole kono. That is how Gambians are. Not all of those, not all of us. Instead, banku diun like needs. Na jata kende na balwo, that's what we are concerning about. Ite kamol sindi ite wo fole.
yeta fo oppositional beten e be sayrin tenne watar ko meni be siri be lamoyri tela wol men be siri wodlat wol kemira say sama nin sayta bi ben diwon be mun do mala sama. This is very sad. Almu alen be bonde nyin kono almu alen na banko bonde nyin criminalul bulu almu alen na banko kanke kilindi kanna banko kanandi nyin criminalul ma ngal be kondo mbafulal be salute to all of you, 2026 almu alen be ma be ama alen ngadeng regardless of your political affiliation, tribe, religious, let us come together and throw this government out. They are wicked people, liars, they never be truthful. Iballa na fulole tinyaka. Wallahi barola mansa kundai kasaro menke Gambia. Wala tinne ma pare jabe jarili nge saya la katu kasaro menke ni bota je wotumo le Gambia di balon. I greet you all of you, Yes, Nkoroma. Lamdal. Nge kondong, Sisla Lion. Ngo ngabeng America. UDP la Congo, UDP la Congress Canada. Diaspora Congress, ali patio ali mol donate. Hanni mantano, hanal mantano, al tisato sang. United Democratic Party, party nying alman party nyilo. Gambia diuni. Party o nyimbe lorin tonyale kang, party yo be tama ke tarole la, bankudin kendo lekela na fulol bonde kadum party o nying kundo. Businessmanul bortantel lale. Woli kata mansa kundane noma. NPP is a criminal entity. Wala tinnako Gambia di be nyante fanyinin kala duro ko mem bebe mutakan Gambia al nene a case le moy ban i case nyol ka kenyali le ka fane dak duro ko nyil NPP duro ko afla ka follow wala kela party o nyin sponsor and in corrupt businessmanul bebe lori telle koma because ni mansa kunda they are capitalist many yalo ko they care less about the humanity wala tinna businessmanul today ebe fuarul takang ebe dundi kang par problemo kono bari tel ben dafa so kan gele ali amole ko Gambia ko ye tax reversement ke banko kan more than 1.2 billion Gambia lose ta wala to more than 2 billion comme ni ko alinga tak atodum kalil wakega fara nyew natinde say mansa ko nanyanta wuli kemele jola abuka fenjo kadu mansa kunda ko be subsidize setuno le keka wala mo ko be tax levies le kelay wala mate taxi jola pour la fara nyew daytala bar foy fara nyew datala ni le ba banko losta asayta ko de banko duni be sofa ka true if on la losses la. So and these are the people many yalonko businessmanul many yalonko bankola resources be mansa kunda kana na floti ka kadi la business ol kundo nyille be lori be mansa kunda NPP finance kam. NPP is a criminal entity. May yalonko criminal business manul, drug deal cartels, mafias, scammers, money laundering, wolle be lori party onyin ko may ba finance kam. Wala kinako within 5 years onyin party la law farmer wasi they are able to pay monthly salary for all the constituency chairmans, regional chairmans. They are able to build story building. But you may not have 5 years of follow. Where are they getting that money from? So United Democratic Party, alale kamma koy nga kodindi men so ni mantano America ti satol sang gas chapter fanang Ostra October on the 4th al naje alla nyin naje al kanyin ti sato men sang parti be balu kanyil la ñine kanna election campaign sponsor ñine kanna na kafo ñadile na candidate sponsor because alieni wicket dibitol men yalon koy bu kemira itali yamira koy be ñim positionnement be tulajele e yamira koy ni mansa kunda be continue la de e lafta Gambia diwni balu la kalo dibité yana e lafta Gambia diwni bali la kalo ke kiamani yalla e ko alingana nga ali ajele ko dibiteo ye bondi $105,000 pour ka dibiteo pour yelo dibite yala ali amoy pour ka ke kabolo dibite yala
150,000 e bake kana because ya nyita Gambia diulale ninkale NPP mu criminal entity leti e be banko samba kandame e found la jamfa dinko e be bulala wala kon because B they feel like they are rich media te bake ka parliamento kono they have no respect for the Gambians because they don't want dibite na nyim parliamento to kono ke kombe munekela let us suffocate them na filaje pour kalo dibite yala ya bondi $5,000 ya samba 150,000 pour kake dibite ot ite amira ko we have 53 constituency in the country dibite o dibite ni tebelo la dibite yala dala so wuli keme wuli tallule nyanto le jola femme yalo ka be $5,000 islela. That is almost 100% increment or 150% increasement. Yenyim bekele pour ka Gambia di wala hako sisibulu. Wala atina all these are enough reason kanyim parliamentol ke dissolve 2027. Al NPP niajen ka afale Gambia di wala. Al kana bero di president at the same time alena dibitol beki kali yediala. Musolla nya ka total yaji jane be ko men ke kanje e telle siata dibite buna man snali dibitol cikal kadi man sakundala wallahi billahi tallahi man sakunda ila ftamen na dibitol bole kala bi NPP bole nyita kan Gambia diwla ime mira ko Gambia mu fuara bankolete ime mira ko Gambia mu bangulete me yalon ko molbe balu mira kala balu fona bari ni nyi idea na tay ko alinga dibiti o la fenko ka contest dibiti yala alinga kafu so that most of the constituency ila sela dibiti o mele tol kila je ndel man sakunda lafta men na wolle be kala je pour nyin kamala ko dula dol Gambia ko wol sta on oppose la hanni man la fila but because of moment contest no jeto because of lack of the contest candidate fee. How can you candidate all a fee? Dibiteo, you have on the 5,000 to 150,000. Mayola, I don't know, almost 500,000, 500,000. How many mayoral seats we have in that country? 6. So, 600,000 will be is how much lemon? Almost $3.8 million. So United Democratic Party alkanyin tisatul menisang nyille ka party makoy alkata nyin fundraising sol menito nyille ka party makoy. We are not receiving funds from any businessman. We are not receiving funds from any government entities. In civilized countries, they have a budget. Government have a budget for the political parties so that they can maintain the democratic system in the country. So, and strengthen the democracy in the country, there should be opposition parties. We have to, NPP doesn't believe that we have to have the political pluralism. They don't believe that ideology. They are even worse than Yaya Jammeh la dibitol. Katun ka dibitola contest fee, candidate fee, ka wobon the $5,000, ka samba $150,000. Purinyin kamala ko because it tell NPP the drug cattle soul, corrupt mansa kunda businessman ul menalo ko ka mansa kunda la contract ul dila wolle be koma. Eko alinga opposition ul kong alinge block ikanalo pour ka dibite soto nyim bankoka. But one thing it tell nyina tako you will become a victim of that law. Only stupid parliamentarian no came here. But parliamentarian no me yalonko. You are representing your constituency electorate. Because you are a lawmaker. You are a representative of your constituency. Anything that is going to bring the difficulty for your people, your electorate in your constituency, that's what you have to fight against it. But they are there endorsing the government to endorse the dictatorship, endorse the monopoly political system in our country. Because and some of you people, you will fail out with your political parties at a while. Al Dama Beje, Adel Dibitol, Al Dol Beje, you will fail out with your parties. And Al Salonko, today you are ruling government, tomorrow you can be an opposition. But NPP and individual, they are every rudeness. Kulubale bake kanyin dibite buna because they have no respect for the electorate. Many aloko wole kije. They are not representing the electorate from their constituencies. They are representing the cabinet, Mbahal cabinet. They are dictated by the NPP cabinet or more. Walatina, they come with this idea. Let us block them. Let us increase the candidate fee. Kafoko nibelo la dibite yala 150,000. Kabo 5,000. Mayoral seat me aloko 50,000. Ya abondi water ya samba I think 500,000, 500,000. But United Democratic Party, we will make it. And but how can we make it? Is to endorse the party and attend, or if you cannot attend the fundraisings, try to buy the t-shirts. Na fenkol ikafunya dile al na fenkol bayol men yalo ko ke waf na t-shirtol asobil nyine kan tell samba donational, whether you are supporting UDP or not. But if you are genuine Gambian and you want change, and UDP is the only political party that is hope to unseat that president, please come forward and help this political party. Because niaje ko be mbenyin democracy men kono be among for UDP koma. Katu nadan ta political party dole lano. Tombino ya jambe became a king. But UDP is not only a political party, but is a revolutionary fenkolo. They are here to defend the Gambians' interests, not an individual interest. So alna t-shirt sang, alla t-shirt kodol 10 euro lamba, 25 euro lamba, a bekata good hansol lekono. Nyille mu fendi menka party nyimakwe. We are calling all of you. Please buy the t-shirt. Francila Fenko Benala fundraising Bena on the 13th September. If you cannot make that one, Ostratam on the 4th October. And then the America, that is the entire diaspora. Me aloko Essa Jawla muje. Alo ngavale the UDP ngol. The Alpha bale kanke the youth of the night. Ndel Alpha ya benya. Alo kanke youth. Alila tisatul sang. Alisan nyine ka party sapa. And you are not doing this for United Democratic Party, but you are doing this to save your country, because your country is in the hand of the mafias. Walakinna in the entire world, Gambia dambanu banko to meyalo corruption is legal. It's legalized. They legalize the corruption. Gambia become a drug center in the Gambia, and all these drug scandals. Ya mwele jomale samba wale jomale mutayasro. Court open court. Court open court. At the end, case because jomale dabejeto. These are the people who are sponsoring the NPP as a political party. So UDP, we don't need drug cartels in our political party, because we are not going to protect them. These are the people who are destroying the life of our young people in our country. In fact, when the UDP come, they will fight against the drug. They will take the drug issue as a very serious cases, because we want to minimize the criminality in our country. The amount of young people that are becoming drug addicted, and these are the leaders of our next generation, is a cause of concern. But what government is doing about it? Nothing, absolutely, because they cannot do anything about it, because the mafias have infiltrated in the system. Even our justice system is infiltrated by the mafias. That's why the old drug cases are becoming useless cases in that country, because muna manding kolko tantan kosila siungbe loring dokoka tantan be kosila no la nyadile. Because these are most of all these drug cartels, they are all NPP supporter. They are not even NPP supporter. They just close themselves to the NPPs so that they can be protected. And have you ever heard that eka boy sol mutake samba kasola for because of join? Wait, join.
Imam boys all bula wheat for me along ko jam model ka jang up to 5 gram you are allowed to have up to 5 gram in your pocket because some people are smoking with nying coming ni iteka dimu so de balo kono bagit kurang dol beje wol mu ka ko men na ko ka dimu so le buka sinono. So some of those people they have to smoke weed so that they can sleep because near weed ko fengero ibe sinono lale jani be dimu nyim field. So that's why here German jang up to 5 gram, Mansade go to the board Balin jang up to 5 gram, you can have it as your smoke, a personal use. So Gambia kamol muta wo 5 gram nyamo ke soron kasoko. But the people who are transporting a ton of cocaine, have you ever hear any one of them who are intercepted? No, they are not apprehended them. Because Muneketa, these are the people financing NPP. Look at the kind of vehicles. They are not even up to 5 years. How can they afford to buy more than 20 vehicles? And each of these vehicles costed more than $3 million. Where are they getting that money? And no Gambian is concerned about it because of the hatred against UDP consume your heart. That's block you to see the truth and reality. And we come together and save this country. If not, we are not doing justice for our next generation. I greet you all, Ngalbe konton forward. Yes.